Hello, guys, you're welcome to MG Talks, and I am Mary Jane. Thank you so much for subscribing, sharing, and liking. Thank you to everyone leaving their comments. I'm seeing your comments, and I'm very, very, very happy to have you here with me. Last week, we talked about mediocrity, and I thought it wise that today we should talk about the different habits that leads you to rise above mediocrity into excellence. And so I'll be sharing about 7 habits that can get you to excellence. Now, excellence is a destination, it's not something you just stumble into, right? It's what you form with your daily habits. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is last week I talked about you doing different things to discover what you eventually like to do. So you say you want to be a writer and you eventually begin to write a page a day, 2 pages a day. That is you've made the decision. So the first thing, decide what exactly you would like to do. After you decide, number 2, decide to stay consistent. That's the second one. Now, the thing about consistency is that it is the ability to show up whether you feel like it or not. Today, trust me, I didn't feel like shooting this video, but I had to gather myself and say, nope, we're not going to make it a habit of escaping what we need to do. I owe everybody watching this video, and I owe it to myself to make sure that I shoot it. And so I showed up, and that's how you show up for your business. That's how you show up for your skill. That's how you show up to your job. You notice you go to work when you feel like, when you don't feel like, right? You get the work done. It is that's how to stay consistent. So you decided that, oh, you want to go into tailoring and you're learning it now, and so because of a little bad stitch you decide that, oh, I don't think tailoring is for me anymore. No, that's not what great people do. You must show up. Right. The third thing I would like to talk about is don't just show up daily, show up excellently. Showing up excellently starts with the little things. How do you dress to work? You must pay more attention to how you dress. That is the little, that might not be the major thing, but when you form this little habit of taking note of how you dress, how to show up appropriately to an event, to work, to a task, it helps you build up to when you're eventually doing a big task. So how do you dress? On Sunday, you're going to church on Sunday. You're already thinking, okay, which colors can I match to form something unique? Which color can I? You get that kind of, you are being intentional now with the little things in your life. And this creates a lifestyle of excellence in every area. So you want to cook, you're already thinking, okay, what do I want to cook? How do I want to cook it? What ingredients am I going to put in this meal, right? You want to clean up your house and it's Friday, you're already thinking, okay, where do I begin from? What and what am I changing? What do you understand? Those things help you to set up your day, and you will notice that once you start getting the little things right, when you get the big task, you'll be able to get it not just anyhow, but you'll be able to handle that task till the T to the latter excellently, right? Okay, you're writing a story, and before you write the story, you already have like a plan of, okay, this will be the beginning, this will be the body, this will be how it will end, so that everything comes together perfectly. And so building things up in this way helps you not to leave this anyhow in your life. Then the fourth thing I'm going to talk about is reading. Read consistently. I read a lot growing up, and it's funny how right now I prefer to go to YouTube and watch something that I should read about. For people like us, Blink helps. I still read books, but when I want to really get the thing I need at the moment, I just go to Blink or I just go to YouTube and just say, oh, summary of so and so. Do you get tips on so and so, tips on marketing, administration? So reading, browsing, researching should be your friend. Read about the course you're doing, read about the skill you're doing, read about the position you want to go for. And there's a lady I follow, she always drops little nuggets from her work. She's not a book per se, but her page is, I always go to her page to just look at what she has dropped that can help me in my work at the office. So there are channels that are not really bad. They're not just there for laughs. There are channels like all these motivational channels, all these channels that talk about wealthy people, businesses that have spanned 10 years, 20 years, industries. And so those are helpful channels. So all these are under reading, researching, and gaining more knowledge. This is very important. What differentiates you from the other person is what you know, right? Is what you know about the work that you do. So I would recommend that in your day, you take out 10 minutes out of your day, 20 minutes out of your day to watch a video that has to do with your skill. One thing I always do is there's no day that would pass that I will not watch a video on maybe the drinks that I make, or on public speaking, because obviously I'm running a YouTube channel. So watching these videos help me with my speech, help me with my delivery. I have a friend, and I think I didn't even notice that I was learning this habit from her, but she's a makeup artist. There is no day that goes that she does not watch a video, a makeup video. And sometimes I'll just in the middle of the night, you can just wake up and see her. She's watching the makeup video. What are you doing? So people that are very intentional about the things they do, they give themselves to learning more about it, to putting their self for to putting that thing in front of them until they become masters of it. So you might not be opportune to go to this best you know how people go to Harvard to become business experts, or they go to a proper sewing school. I know people that learned how to sew from being online. My friend, my very good friend, she the first time she started sewing her bags, she didn't nobody taught her how to sew. She just watched videos, what people, and then she got a sewing machine and voila. That was how she began. So you can learn a skill from watching a YouTube channel. So don't be lazy about that. Take out 15 minutes, 1 hour. Once you master your craft like that daily, 1 hour, oh, awesome, you're on the right path. The fifth thing I'm going to talk about, writing your plans. Writing your plans. A lot of people have this thing where they say, I know what I want to do today. But you don't always know what you want to do today, because if you don't write it down, somebody is going to bring a plan. Okay, let me use this example. So imagine you're in school, for university students, and then it's a Saturday, and you've not curated the plan for your Saturday. Like, okay, I'm going to sweep the house, and then I'm going to read for 2 hours, then I'm going to make the meals for the week, then I'm going to sleep, then I'm going to go to church, then I'm going to watch a video or something. Your friend can just call you, Alpha babe, where are you? We are going for so and so in so and so place. Won't you like to come? You just say, okay, wait for me, make I bath sharp sharp. That's you have already left that your plan. So you're like, I know what I'm going. You don't know. You don't know what you're going to do. Just write it down. And I'm not saying be very, I wrote this thing, I must do it. In a day, you can write 3 major plans so that it doesn't become too much for you. And once you achieve that 3 major plan, any other thing that happens in the day, you are satisfied with the fact that you achieved your major goal. So don't just live life like, don't just allow life to just pass by, and then before you know, you're in December 2025 and you're asking, what did I achieve this year? People that achieve things in their year have created their months in very profitable ways. So imagine somebody that is a CEO. They already know that in the month of January they're going to launch this thing. In February they already have a list of their itinerary. So you notice how CEOs function. Be a CEO already. You don't have to be a CEO for you to be a CEO. Like, do you get what I mean? You don't have to, because that you don't have a PA does not mean that you cannot start out your life in that way. You get, start from where you are. Be your own PA. Have a list of what you're going to be doing from now to December. Just have it outlined, and you will notice that at the end of the year, because you've written it down, you can go back and say, wow, this is what I did. You can tick, 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 tick. And it will be like you lived your 2025 purposefully. These are the little habits that you can form. The 6th thing I'm going to talk about is pray. My God. Add prayers to your plans. Take 5 minutes. Lord, thank you. Take 10 minutes. Always be prayerful and give thanks. Give thanks to God. This is what helps our day. You can notice that you can just wake up in a day and you're already moody. Nobody offended you. It's as if in your dream you saw people that got you angry, and that your mood affects everything about your day. No, take out time to just say thank you, Jesus. Take out time to pray. Take out time to rejoice in your day, and you will notice that your day would just turn around quickly. So don't let that anxiety or worry steal your day. That's a very, very important point. So the last things I'll be talking about is positive self-talk and service. A lot of people do this thing where they fail a particular project and they feel like that's the end of the world. I have again and again made myself come back to do a particular thing I failed at before, and it is not the easiest thing to do, trust me, but it makes me realize that I can start all over again and everything will be all right. I had to move from a city where my business was functioning properly. It was even gaining ground. I had to move from that city, getting to another city. I started again. It worked and it stopped working and I started again. Now, what am I telling myself? What am I even telling life? That I'm not stopping for any reason. That nothing is going to make me stop having the dream that I have. Nothing is going to make me stop having the vision of how I want to build a thing, right? So don't be like that. Don't be that person that easily gives up. In one of the episodes, I talked about how you should be resilient. You should push for the life that you want. You can do anything. Nothing is impossible, right? Through Christ. And so you stand on that basis, just the way that Jesus pushed till he gained salvation for us. Don't be that guy that cannot push till you achieve your dreams. Don't be that person in the next 20 years that your children is going to ask, that what happened? Why are we not rich? Imagine. Don't be like that. Be the parents that secured their life, not just for themselves, but for their generation. And that's where service comes into play. The flavor of life is that we can serve others. Imagine having all the money in the world and there is no family to share it with. Imagine having all the money in the world. You don't have a parent you can buy your gifts for. You don't have children you can buy stuff for. You can't even be the rich auntie. Trust me, when I was young, I used to always be like, I'll be the rich auntie. When I come, all my nephews and nieces, they will know that the rich auntie has arrived. I'll not be the broke auntie that is coming to eat food. But can't you aim to be the rich auntie? Make somebody smile on your streets. They just know that once this auntie is around, or more, we'll get like sweets, we'll get beautiful things. It's joyful. I don't know about you, except you're a very stingy person, but nobody lives this life in isolation. You want to make money so that you make yourself happy and people happy. And a part of making yourself happy is making people happy. Imagine you have everything. You have all the cars, you have all the bags, you have all the shoes, you have everything. Life, I don't know, life will just be boring. Like you don't pour it into anybody anywhere. Even there's one thing people used to say, even a witch has somebody like that likes them. Why? Because they serve that person in a way. I'm sorry I'm using a witch, but I just want to make you understand that even the people that people call wicked have people that look at them and say, that person is not wicked, oh, they are good to me. And because that is how life is. Life will not be. Even God was like, let's create man in our image and likeness. He wanted to have, like, interact with, you get, wanted companionship, wanted to share himself with us. That's why we're created. And so imagine not sharing yourself with others. The world needs to see your skill. The world needs to see your talent. So serve them with your poems, serve them with your music, serve people with your acting skills, serve people with your drawing. Do make people happy. Serve is complete source. Make people's life easier. And as you serve, you will notice that you're gradually becoming better and excellent at what you do. I hope this habit I have shared really helps you, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. I love you. Have a lovely, lovely week. Bye.